Hey there guys, Skippy here from Skippy6 Gaming, coming to you from Tutorial World, and today guys we are doing something super epic. This one took me all day to make. We are doing, this is a skull door and it's live action and it's a 3x3 door inside. So I've put a special arrow input on it just because I figure if you're going to make this huge door you might as well put a fancy input, but I'll show you. You could just put a regular lever if you want right here on the floor. It's pretty simple, but basically I know that all I got to do is shoot right there and the door opens and there's scary, and look, the eyes, they turn black when the door opens. I like it. And once you go in here, there's some lava that kind of makes the lava effect. You can have a whole secret base in here, do anything you want. Again, people are going to say, Skippy, how do I close the door? Well, if you really wanted to close the door from the inside, all you'd have to do is take the stairs up here and remove that arrow, and guess what, door is closed. As you can see with the red eyes again, I really like it, guys. Oh boy, so for this one here guys, let's go ahead and go for 672 likes. I know I'm asking for a lot, but not really, because I legit spent the whole day making this one. So yeah, go for it. If you are one of the first 672 people to like this video, let me know which one you are in the comments below, and you could be cool like Gianna, I think I'm saying it right, was 89th and gets the shout out for today. You could be showcased on tomorrow's video for sure. And yeah, so I think what I'll do is tell you what you need. There is a lot of things for this. Don't be too overwhelmed, but it is a pretty easy build and it does look super cool in your world. So for this build, you're going to need 2 redstone blocks, about a half a stack of glass, and about a half a stack of coal blocks. I'm using them for black. You could interchange some obsidian in there if you wanted, and black wool, but I will be very specific when flammability comes into place with the lava in the back. So also bring about a half a stack of quartz blocks. If you are fancy and you have some bone blocks in your world, I would replace the quartz blocks with bone blocks. That'll allow you a little bit more texture on the top as well. About a half a stack of quartz stairs, 16 quartz half slabs, 3 buckets of lava. If you had 6, it would look even better. About a half a stack of blocks of choice for the redstone wiring in the background. 1 nether brick half slab, you'll see why. About 14 sticky pistons, 1 wooden pressure plate, 7 redstone torches, 4 redstone repeaters, and about a half a stack of redstone dust. So I think what we're gonna do is jump in. We're gonna break it down to 3 parts pretty much: skull, door, and decoration. So I hope you enjoy it and get your tutorial pants on, and let's go. Okay guys, so now that we got all the stuff that we need, let's make it. So the first step to this one, guys, is put it against a wall that looks like it would have an epic skull door on it. I mean, that's kind of key, and it helps with the image for sure. So just find yourself a wall that you want, dig a 3x3 hole out of it, 1 off the ground. This is going to be because you're going to have the bottom of the skull here, and you will go right into it. In the other side, I'm not going to really focus on this now, but as you can see, there is a hole in the ground that is, for the most part, 7 wide by 3 long and 2 deep, with the exception of these guys here and that top one. Again, you can pause it and do it now if you're a OCD type guy, or we'll readdress it when we install the door. So let's back out of here. Once you have your hole in the wall, grab your quartz slabs. We're gonna put a nice little pack of 6 right here. Once we've done this, switch over to quartz stairs and put 2 like this, 1 like this. Looking good. Again, we're not going to worry about the brick behind it until the end, because once you throw in the moving parts, I learned the lesson when doing this before that we're just going to leave everything stone, and we're going to dark out what we need to dark out later. So right here, stair there, grab your quartz slab, right there, and then over here we're just going to throw another stair. We're just going to put a temporary block right here, just like that. Get rid of this guy, and on this side here we're going to switch one the other way. So we're going to just throw some temporary blocks up here, put this guy here. We're good and good. Now let's just swing down here. We're going to go put some upside down stairs right here and right here. Once we've done this, looking good. Again, you can use a quartz block if you have the bone blocks, which are a little harder to get. I would use them because it adds a little bit of kind of texture to it. So we're going to go ahead and throw 2 bone blocks here, 2 bone blocks here, and then we're going to cross the line right there. Again, quartz works just the same pretty much. I like the texture because on console edition we don't really have as many different textures, and if it was pure white, then you know it doesn't really look like a skull. So yeah, but the quartz version almost looks exactly the same. I just like it this way. So once you've done that, throw your stair up just like that, and let's throw another stair just like that. Now let's just swing up here. We're gonna grab our stairs again, and we're gonna put one. This is gonna be a little harder of a placement. We want it kind of facing this way like an arch. Wrong way. We want to put it closer to the top like that. Perfect. Do that again over here if you can. Again, it's going to be a little bit of a pain. Make sure you hit this top. No, we want it to have its own edge. So what we can do is do this and do that. See that? Perfect. And then actually what we're going to do is leave this one right here. The one challenge that you will notice is placing this one, but you want it to look like this, where these two join and these two don't. And yeah, that's pretty good. So now let's just go ahead and put this guy here, quartz stairs, and let's also go ahead and throw a bone block right there. Now let's just swing around here and go ahead and put bone block here, and let's do the same thing on the other side, right here, right here. Once we've done this, let's count them. 1, 2, 3. Once we've done that, go ahead and throw a half slab right there, and then what we're going to want to do is have 2 stairs facing forward. Actually, we're going to put this stair right on the front, and then we're going to have 2 stairs facing forward just like that on each side. Now just swing over here, and what we're going to do is put a stair right here and right here. Do that again right here and right here. Grab those bone blocks or quartz blocks, whichever you're using. Throw 2 of them in there. Now let's just go up here. Let's do ourselves a solid. Get rid of this guy. Put a solid block. Get rid of this guy. Solid block. Put another solid block right here and right here. Now what we want to do is go ahead and grab a half slab right there, there, and last but not least, a stair here and a stair here. So now that we've done this, you can see that we mostly have what looks like a skull. So we're good to go. I think what I'm going to do is get my hotbar prepared, and we're going to wire a bad boy door into this guy right here. Okay, so now that we got the stuff that we need to make the door, let's go in there and do it. I think before we go in, I'm just going to throw a couple more quartz stairs upside down on the sides under here. I think it looks cool, and yeah, it looks better. A little more rounder, if you ask me. I like it. So let's go in. Again, remember the door is a 3x3. That's what's out of the wall. It is going to be 1 off the ground. The other thing is that you recognize this is a 7 wide, 3 long hole that's 2 deep in the majority, except for at the end we put another little bad boy out there. We have a 3 deep here, 3 deep, 4 deep, 3 deep, right up against the wall, 1 away from the right side, as well as this. Again, you could do those as we go if you want. And again, we are going to be using stone, even though some parts will change to black later, but it's just much better when you're dealing with moving parts. So right here, block, block. Once we've done this, this is going to be our input right here. This block is the key to success, so let's just go ahead and throw a lever on it right there. That's going to be how we roll moving forward. So let's go down here. We're going to throw a torch right here, torch right here. Once we've done this, go ahead and throw a block on the side of this one right there, and a redstone torch over there. Once we've done this, grab your sticky pistons, sticky piston facing forward with a block on its face. Looks good. Let's do that one more time. We're going to just put a block on top of this guy right here with a torch on his face, a redstone torch, of course. Sticky piston right here with a block. So basically what happens here at this point in time, you hit the lever and they're gonna sit flush. Now that they're sitting flush like this, feel good about it, because we're just gonna go like this. 2 stickies and a block. So now you're going to see the middle mechanism move up, but it won't take the block back yet, because we will take care of that after. So now when we undo it, it leaves us with a little kind of magic like that. So leave it there for now. We're not messing with it at the moment, and I'm just going to go down here and do a double check. I just want to see if this, yeah, perfect. I want to make sure it's lit. So now that we've done this, grab your redstone dust. Down here again, now we're facing outwards if you haven't noticed, grab your sticky piston right here. That sticky piston is going to have a block on its face. We're going to turn around, redstone repeater here, 3 ticks delay going to dust. Once it goes to this dust, we are going to turn around here, repeater, 4 ticks delay. Very good. So now let's go ahead and throw a redstone torch right here with a block on top. And you'll see what happens once we do this right here. And it puts it back down. Do it that way. Make sure it goes up and down. You want it back in this down position for the duration. Now what we're going to do is swing around over, just put a torch on this side right here. Let's go ahead and throw a block right there as well. Once this torch is here, we're going to want to bring this signal over. So let's do that with 1, 2, 3 solid blocks, and then we're going to throw one more solid block right in par with this sticky piston right here. Grab your redstone repeaters and put 2 of them here. This one here, 4 ticks delay. This one here on 3 ticks delay. Then grab some dust and put it there. So now we should be getting a little bit of that double piston action. Let's go over here. We'll get rid of this guy and put him back where he goes, and let's check it out. Double door. Come back, get it, and close it. Really hard on console to get those working these days. They are a little bit of a pain in your bum. So let's keep going. So now that it's done, it's all in line here. Grab your sticky pistons. We're going to start getting a door going here. Sticky piston right there, and we're gonna go ahead and throw a torch right there. Once we've done this, go ahead and throw another sticky piston here. Now we're gonna just get the door frame ready here. 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks of choice, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out like this. Once we've done this, this is gonna be how you know where those blocks go. So this guy's here. 1, 2. I think we're gonna add here after. Let's just go ahead and get these guys out of the way now that we know where the top goes. Yeah, perfect. So mostly we know what we're doing here. Let's just go ahead and start facing off the blocks. This guy here, this guy here. That's good. This is going to be the rest of your door frame right there. These guys are going to be part of the door frame as well. Again, for now we're using stone. So now once we go over here, what we're going to do is 1, 2, 3. We're going to put a block here. Let's just put a placeholder here. What we actually want is for this block right here to be a piston. So let's just do this for now. Get rid of these guys. One there, one there. Looks good. Let's put a block on the face of this guy and this guy. We can get rid of these guys right here. And we're feeling good. Now it's just a matter of connecting. So let's see what we could do right over here. So put a block on top of this guy. This block is basically going to carry the signal here, 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 and then we're just going to cover the back of the eyes just like this. Once it does this, bring it back down. Then it's going to go back down here. Once it goes down here, we're going to want to have a block on top of this, just like this, and a block on top of this guy. This guy here is going to have redstone dust, and we're going to carry the signal all the way around. I think we have a working door as of now, which is pretty good, because now we're just going to have to double test it. Not double test it, but we have a door. I think we can actually fill in the... Actually, don't even fill in the floor, because we're going to be doing some different colors. Closed. And there we go. So, looks like I was just missing a block right here. And let's do that one more time. Nice and fast, nice and quick. So I like it. Okay, so now that it does that, all I'm going to do is, guys, for this one here, you could run this lever anywhere you want. You could just run it under the ground to the front, have it sit on the floor. But since this is kind of fancy, I think I'm going to just put a super shoot an arrow pressure plate through the wall secret thing. So the best way to do that is actually to, I'm pretty sure if we break this, it's going to open. It's going to close. Okay, perfect. So once it does this, just carry your signal up. So I want to bring it upstairs. we're going to go all the way to the top there so that you can shoot it with an arrow and open it. Again, you can just run this lever wherever you want, like literally. So that said, this also acts as a little bit of a stair, because if you're inside this base and you wanted to close it, all you have to do is walk up here and grab the arrow that's shooting. So let's just start taking this guy up. Again, be careful that you don't go too many blocks away. I think that's probably the error that I'm making right now. What we want to do is just make sure you're 1 away from this, but actually go up 1 more. So if I were you, I would do 4 up diagonal like this and start bringing it back. Again, don't run redstone too far when you don't have to, because we are going to be pushing the 15 block limit to get here. This guy up here, this guy here, this guy here, this guy here, and there. So basically what we want to do is grab a pressure plate. Make sure it's a wood pressure plate, guys, and we don't need any sticky pistons anymore. Put this guy here, grab your redstone dust. Again, we're gonna find out if I took too many blocks to do this. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 12, we're good. 13 14. So now what you're gonna see is easy way to do this is the way this door is now operated is simply by throwing an item on there, and you see the door opens. So this door will act the same way. If I go grab a bow, I think you all know the trick. I showed you at the beginning of the video, but let's go over here. So long story short, we want to pick that guy up. The door will close, but at any point in time, if you really want, you know that we're going to be shooting where that first vine is. So all you got to do is, my arrow skills is off. And there you go. As you can see, the door fully opened. And now what we're going to do is basically what I'm going to, and then like I said, you can just run up these stairs if you want and grab the arrow. Once you grab the arrow is on the other side. So all you got to do for you to do it is just walk right here. And you see the door closes. So nice and easy peasy lemon squeezy. So now what we're going to do, guys, is you got the redstone done. You got all that stuff done. And we have our door that opens, but it looks a little weird. We're going to come right back. I'm going to get some stuff, and we're going to put the final details on this bad boy to make it look super sharp. So now everything's pretty much done. Now we just got to worry about the aesthetics. And I don't want to spend too long on it, but it is something we're going to take a look at. So I'm going to just grab this bone block here because it's going to kind of prove a point. Let's take get rid of this. We're gonna need that back. But as you can see on the front here, this is a bone block, but this is also a bone block because of the placement. So I think it kind of looks like, makes it look like the saw guy a little bit. So you could do that if you want. I'm gonna take a look at this one here, if we could put it right side up. You see with that, now it even looks more like the saw guy. So I might leave those there, but if you want this to look a little different, like this, and this, I don't know, it's up to you if you want more of a skull and less of a saw guy. But actually, now that I think about it, I kind of like this saw guy. It's like they made the saw skull in Minecraft. So the next thing we're going to do is go to the back side. We're going to do a few quick adjustments. So first things first, what I'm going to explain to you guys here is I've decided to opt away from using any fire in this build. Fire is a real pain, especially when using black. The fire can spread up to 2 blocks diagonally, and it creates quite a mess, especially in this build here. If you have wool blocks here, you're going to start missing blocks in your extender and stuff, and it will really mess your flow up. So first things first, I've decided that if you look at this right here, a perfect example is right here. I'm just going to give you guys a little display. If we were to go get some fire and we were to put it on here, this thing would go up like a tinderbox in no time. But as you can see right here, coal blocks will not catch on fire from lava. So we're just going to stick to lava, and we're going to make some nice red eyes. I'm going to get rid of this because it's starting to make me mad. But you can see coal will catch on fire from fire. So while we do this, what we're going to do is let's go upstairs and do the eyes first. Do not break these blocks in from the inside of this. Basically, what we want to do is grab some sticky pistons. This is actually pretty easy. I've really simplified this since I've started. So grab a few sticky pistons, come on in up here, and throw them up like this. The way that you're going to get in here, guys, be very careful, is just to take these 6 blocks out of the wall. Do not go in through the eyeball and hit this block, or you're going to find yourself in a real mess. So once we've done this, it's actually pretty easy. We're going to go ahead and throw a redstone block on the face of those guys, and since we're using coal, I'm going to use coal in the back of the eyes just like this, so all of our black matches. And then what I'm going to do is just throw a solid block on that guy as well, and let's go ahead and grab a couple redstone dust just so you'll see what happens. Basically, when the door is, man, I need all these things. Pretty good. No, I don't need that. So let's go ahead and throw this guy here and this guy here. So now that means when the door is closed, the eyes are going to be red. When the door is open, they're going to turn black again. So again, at this point in time, we're not using fire. So if you really wanted to use wool, you can. I would go ahead and solid that up, you know, just to make it look cool. So let's go over here as well and just take a look at what we did. I think that looks super cool. The doors are black when the door is closed. So let's just go over here and throw a block on it so you can see the difference. And the eyes are black when the door is open. I think that's super cool because we are going to put some lava behind there so the mouth looks red. I think it's pretty cool little change. Like I said, guys, we have to be very careful when it comes to fire with this one. I've built this about 3 times. The first 2 were epic fails based on fire. So what we're going to do here is get our blocks of coal, which we have decided is going to be our choice, and let's fill this in. The other thing I'm going to recommend to everybody, guys, is do not mess around too much. When you do something, do it one at a time, especially with builds like this. If you break something, you'll catch it right away. If you miss something, you know, you go in here and fill everything up and then it doesn't work, you'll never know what it is. But for the first part, what we want to do is make these guys black. We know that. What we want to do here is make this guy black. Again, be careful. After I do each part, I'm going to do a test just to make sure everything works good. Again, do not. We could go under here as well and break that, that, and again, you could use wool if you really wanted to. We are going to have lava here, so if you wanted to use wool, I actually just really kind of like the coal. It has the darkest black, if you ask me. So let's go through here and see how that one's working. Okay, so that's working good. So now step 2 is we're going to want to make all of these ones here on the frame of the door black as well. So if I were you, what I would do is be very careful, because basically right now there's power going to the door, which is locking it in this position, but things will move if you do this. So this guy here, just do the frame first. Make sure there is no redstone attached to whatever you touch. It is very key, guys. I promise you, I'm saving you a couple times building this by giving you this much hints right now. This guy here, right here, look, everything is black to show, and up here on the faces as well. And we're good. So let's just make sure it works as usual. We'll go get rid of our block. It closes and opens. Perfect, guys, we're doing good, we're doing good. So now let's go in here and fill this guy up. Looking good. Let's do one more double check. Actually, let's just go ahead and make this guy go right back. Once we get to this guy here, there's going to be one of these just to make it so that this signal still goes. And yeah, so now that we've done this, one more test. Again, I recommend it highly, guys. If you go ahead and redo the whole door and then all of a sudden it doesn't work, you're just going to end up building it over again, I promise. And it opens. All blocks close and open legit. So basically what we're going to do from this point is I'm going to add my little lava wall behind here, because I like the way it looks when the mouth opens. I want it to have some cool lava. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to do so by simply, we're going to adjust it out one back just because I want it to look cool like that, and do this. Again, if you really wanted to, you could use obsidian for the same thing. Do not use wool, guys. I'm telling you right now, you're gonna learn a lesson, and you're gonna learn a Minecraft lesson real quick. So for this as well, you could just have it flowing down. I'm gonna put glass on the back side, I think, and put this glass here. So once this glass goes on the backside, at least you know that you could walk through. You're not gonna drop in it or anything, and you can make it as high as you want. Ultimately, your goal is to just make it so that you don't see anything inside the door but this lava, right? That's kind of the point. And in essence, you know what? You could go right ahead and close it in. I'm gonna just close it in. I think it looks better that way. Again, it's up to you guys. This part, be careful though, because lava will not set coal on fire, which is why it has been the desired choice, I think, for me to use. But yeah, when I literally had to redo this build twice because fire is just mean, and what happens is one little piece of fire attaches to one little piece of black wool over wherever, and yeah, nightmare. So now that we've done this, we just want it to go down on the door, so let's just put our lavas up on the top here. And once those lavas go down, again, you're gonna basically have it so that when you look inside the mouth, right? Look, oh, I like it. And then it's your door, and then you go in. And I don't think I'm gonna mess with it too much more. I think actually, if you really wanted to, it could have a little bit of a. No. Yeah, see? Be very careful. So we're gonna go ahead and leave this glass here because I think it looks cool. Cover it up if you want, and there you go. I think we'll end it off here. I think this door is super cool. So let's go on up here. Let's take our thing away, and let's see the full amusement of our door. Oh, look at that. I think that's super sharp. I love it. I love it. I love it. I know a lot of people want fire in the eyes, but believe me, look how black that mouth is, and then hit this guy up here. There you go, man. I love it. I love it. I love it. Don't forget to smash that like, guys. Don't forget as well to subscribe to my channel for some more Let's Plays, tutorials, epic stuff like this. I think I'm going to go bust some of these vines out again. Make sure you got something that looks cool, you know? Like, the wall really makes a difference, and yeah. So, subscribe if you're not already, and I think what we'll do here is listen to some tunes and end off the video here.